compare the village Palampur with your village. Okay, let's start. In village Palampur, the main activity of the people is farming. Okay, so you all know 80% of Indian population is engaged in farming. Our culture in Indian culture is based on agriculture in our early times. Here, Palampur, the specialty of Palampur is farming is the main occupation of the people. Then, not only farming, they engage also under small scale manufacturing production. Okay, small scale manufacturing production and transportation, etc. Naturally, for farming and small scale manufacturing, they need resources. You know what you mean by resources? I think in your since your 6th standard you learn the term resource. What do you mean by resources? Anything that we need to satisfy our needs is called a resource. Anything they can satisfy our need is resource. For farming and small scale industries, they need different types of resources. How many types of resources do you know? Resources are 2 types. Which are they? They are natural resources and man-made resources. Above or besides the natural resources and the man-made resources, and also we need human effort and money. Okay, these resources are active on the aid of human effort, and it needs money also. So we can say, I already told you farming is one of the main occupation of the people of Palampur. For farming, we need so many resources and human effort and money. In farming, what were the resources needed in the field of farming? You know, land is one of the most important thing. Then land and labor. Okay, labor. Then for producing farming, which were other we need technologies also. Okay, that is capital. Then what they needed in the field of farming to combine the land, labor, and the capital. A person is needed. Okay, that is organizer. Okay, organizer. So simply we can say land, labor, capital, and organization are the main factors of production. Okay, in the case of small scale manufacturing, they also need land, they need laborers, and they need capital and an organizer. Okay, so we can simply say land, labor, capital, and organization are the 4 main factors of production. Okay, come back. I discussed here about the specialty of village Palampur. What was the special features of village Palampur? They engaged in farming, first thing. Second, not only they engaged in farming, but also they had a small scale manufacturing companies. Okay, then transportation bogis means wooden bullock. Okay, they carried jaggery and goods and services in Pali. So when we analyze the situation of Kerala before 20-25 years ago, we can see such type of atmosphere. In our childhood, in about 20-25 years ago, in a neighboring or our neighboring areas were paddy field. We are not going to school near this paddy field and play with our friends. I thought when I analyzed the situation of Manapur, we were going back in our childhood. Okay, but here we are the Kerala people of Kerala are only consumers. No producers, only consumers. There are so many reasons we go back from agriculture. Okay, we discuss later about why the people in different parts of the world go back from agriculture, or why did they didn't take part in agriculture field. Okay, here I already told you the neighboring village of Palampur is the big village. Raichur was 3 kilometers far from Palampur. Then another important town was Shahpur. Then transportation facilities were the goods and services or goods like jaggery carried in the transportation facilities with the tonkas, bogies. Tonkas means wooden bullock cart. Okay. Then another important feature of the people of village in Palampur was here 450 people, or they are here live 450 families. 450 families. Among the 450 families, 80 were upper caste families. They own major portion of land were on the hands of this 80 upper caste families. Okay. Then 450 families. They are different caste and communities. Among 450, 80 families were upper caste families. They own major portions of the land. Then another important category, SCs also lived here. And the upper families of upper caste families lived in Palampur. Their houses were built with big houses and built with bricks with cement and plaster. Almost the condition of homes were better. But in the case of SC, their houses were made of mud and stone. You all studied in your lower classes the difference between hard bungalows, flats, etc. In upper class families, and they were wealthier than other classes. So their houses were built with bricks with cement plastering, while the STs built their houses with mud and straw. And 1/3 of the population in the 450 families consists of SCs. Okay, SCs means Dalit people. Here is the population lived in village family. Okay, do you understand? There live 450 families. Among 450 families, 80 families were highly upper class families. Their house was very big and built with bricks and cement plastering, and with not only the upper class families, here also lived SCs. 1/3 of the population in the Palampur was SCs. Or there is people, their houses were small and built with mud and stone. And also, most of the houses in village Palampur have electric connection. We already told you 400 families Palanpur. In primary health center, one is run by government and another is run by private. Here we can see. Okay, from this description, we can understand Palanpur village. Palanpur was a well-developed village in the field of roads and transportation, then electricity, irrigation, schools, and health centers. How did we understand? Village Palanpur is well-developed city, well-developed village. As the main occupation was farming, so irrigation facilities developed in Palanpur. Okay, then I told you so many transportation system existed. This is road transportation. There exists tonkas and bogies. Okay, to carry jaggery from village to another village. Okay, so road transportation is well developed. Irrigation facilities are available. Then electricity. I already told you it's from 400 families. Most half of the families or homes were electrified. Okay. Most of the houses have electricity facilities. Then schools and health centers. I already told you 2 primary schools and 1 high school in Palanpur and health center. 2 health center existed in village Palanpur. 1 health center is run by the government and another one is run by private. Okay. From the conditions of Palanpur, can you compare the village of Palanpur with your village? What were the ideas we get from comparing our village? Can you? Okay. It is your homework. You will compare the village Palanpur with your village and compare the field of education, road transportation, agriculture, irrigation, then electricity and health centers. Sometimes we get more facilities than Palanpur. On the contrary, we lack some facilities from Palanpur. Okay. Then let's discuss organization of production. In the initial stage, I already told you the story is what was the aim to tell the story. The aim of telling this story about the Palanpur or the condition of Palanpur. What was the aim? Aim was to introduce some basic concepts about production. Okay. So the organization of production. How to organize production? How to organize production? Without land, labor, capital, organization, there is no production. Okay. What do you mean by production? Produce goods and services we want. That is production. Here, there were so many requirements of production. There are mainly 4 requirements. Okay. First one, land. Without land, there is no production and no service. We don't get production and service. If produced in one place with the help of transportation, the goods transported for different parts of the world. Okay. So first requirement is land. Okay. First requirement of production. First requirement is land. Like other natural resources like water and soil, land is an important factors of production. Or the requirements needed production is land. Like water and soil. Okay. Then another important requirement of production field is labor. Without labor, there is no work. What do you mean by labor? People who will do the work is called labor. Okay. Here 2 types of labor we want in any field. people. First, manual labor. The people who do manual work, they do any types of work. Then another section is very important, highly educated. Some jobs like in technological and other skillful work, they need educated people, educated laborers. So be educated. Okay. What is the purpose of education? You mean it means to work in highly educated sections. That is really we can say this is the most valuable human resource. Okay. Here there were so many requirements of production. First requirement is land. Other natural resources like water and soil. Land is very important factors of production. Labor. Then next requirement is labor. What do you mean by labor? It's simply we can say people who will do work is labor. Labors are two types: highly educated laborers and manual laborers. Okay. Okay, I hope that you understood the first two requirements of production, that is land and labor. Next, the third requirement is physical capital. To conduct or run the production field, the organization must have capital. What do you mean by capital? Capital are two types: fixed capital and working capital. What do you mean by fixed capital? For a organizer or for a production field, they need tools and machines. Tools like in the agriculture field, they need plows and tractor, then other machines used in the field of agriculture. In the field of IT field, they use computers, laptops and other technological, electronic equipments. Like that, here, when organizer spend capital, like tools and machines, it is known as fixed capital. What do you mean by why it is known as fixed capital? Organizer needs to buy tools and machines one time. He can use these machines for so many years. So it is fixed. He want to buy the tools and machines only one time, and he can use these machines and tools several years. So it is called fixed capital. Okay. Then other is working capital. He needed the organizer needed this capital continuously. Okay. He need money and raw materials continuously. Okay. So it is called working capital, changing in time to time. Okay. The third requirement of production is physical capital. Physical capital is are of two types: fixed capital and working capital. Here you should understand. നമ്മളിപ്പോ ഓർഗനൈസർ മെഷീൻസ് ടൂൾസ് ഒക്കെ വാങ്ങിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എന്ത് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? അത് ഒരുപാട് നാൾ യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. ഇപ്പൊ ഉപയോഗിച്ചാൽ കളയുവാണ് അല്ല, അത് ഫിക്സ്ഡ് ആണ്. അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് എത്ര നാൾ വേണമെങ്കിലും കേടാവുന്നത് വരെ എന്ത് ചെയ്യാം, ഉപയോഗിക്കാം. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കേടുപാടുകൾ പറ്റി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ മെയിൻറ്റെയിൻ ചെയ്ത് പോകാം, റിപ്പയർ ചെയ്യാം. ഇവിടെ വർക്കിംഗ് ക്യാപിറ്റൽ എപ്പോഴും മൂവ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നതാണ്. മണി എപ്പോഴും ഇങ്ങനെ ട്രാൻസാക്ട് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കണം. അതിങ്ങനെ വർക്കിംഗ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കും. റോ മെറ്റീരിയൽസും അതുപോലെ. സോ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് കോൾഡ് വർക്കിംഗ് ക്യാപിറ്റൽ. ഓക്കെ. Okay, the last requirement of production is knowledge. A person with knowledge and enterprise is needed. He was known as organizer or entrepreneur. Okay, we can use the term organizer. Okay, organizer. Always organizer have good knowledge and enterprise. Okay. So these are the four requirements of production: land, labor, capital, and organizer. Okay. The organizer should comprise the above all requirements to combine land, labor, capital, a organizer would run the production field. Okay, so production is take part by combining these four elements, these four requirements, which are the land, labor, capital, and organizer. Here, as an organizer, he must have knowledge and skill. So, human capital is very important in the field of production sector. We discussed in the capital, we discussed about physical capital and human capital. Human capital is of two types. Manual, in the case of laborers, two types of laborers, manual laborers and educated laborers. Here, organizer must have knowledge and act like highly educated labor. If so, he can run the production sector very judicially. Okay. Here, you can see a picture. A labor working in an organization. Here, we can see machines and other tools. Here, machines and tools are fixed capital. But in human capital, every production is organized by these combined factors of production, which are the land, labor, and capital. Every production is organized by combining land, labor, physical capital, and human capital, which are known as factors of production. Okay, we can say these four requirements. Which are the four requirements? Land, labor, capital, and the organizer are the four factors of production. Okay. It means how the organizer combining these four elements or requirements, that is known as factors of production. Okay. From the story of Village Palanpur, I hope that you could understand what is the production and what are the requirements of production, how it combine together and run the production field. Okay. Okay. Here, farming in Palanpur, we can discuss about how they cultivate. Here, land is fixed. Land is fixed means what? No one can increase the area of land. In 1960 till 1960, they used same land for agriculture. But then, what did they do? They used the wasteland for cultivatable land. That is the benefit of, or that is the capacity of people in Palanpur to, without increasing the area, they use the wasteland for cultivation. So, in Kerala and different parts of India, we can see several hectares of land remained as wasteland. Here, the people of Palanpur teaching us how the wasteland become cultivatable land. So I already told you Palanpur is an imaginary village only. So we can observe so many merits or so many advanced activities from village Palanpur. Okay, so I told you compare the village Palanpur with our village. Sometimes we are advanced in technology, but we are very bad in our earning our daily earning. When we lack economic or when we have economic crisis, it is very difficult to buy goods and services from others. Now we are facing or going through subsistence crisis due to Corona. Sometimes the borders of Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh close. What will we do? We are dying due to poverty. So at the same time, if we self-sufficient in agriculture and small-scale manufacturing, we can production also. Our limitation, the major limitation of people of Kerala was they are consumers only, not producers. Okay, here they again become model of other villages. How they till the 1960 they use the same land for cultivation. So they think that the production will increase. How can increase the production? So what did they do? They use the wasteland for cultivated land. And then what the feature of land is a fixed land. No one can increase the area of land. But what we do for increasing production? For increasing production, the land should become always cultivatable or fertile. For cultivate land, what we do? Sometimes we use chemical and biological fertilizers. Then increase the irrigation facilities and mixed cultivation, etc. We can do for the increasing production. After 1960s, in India, we face the Green Revolution. Do you know what we mean by Green Revolution? In this time, the scientists produced high-yielding variety of seeds. With the high-yielding variety of seeds, they used chemical fertilizers, pesticides, and other advanced technologies in the field of production. So, this age was known as the revolution. What revolution? Green Revolution. The production of wheat and rice considerably increased due to this revolution. This revolution means they produced high-yielding variety of seeds. With high-yielding variety of seeds, they use chemical fertilizers and pesticides to prevent pests. Okay, thus considerably increasing production we can see after 1960s. Okay, we discussed the Green Revolution in other classes. Okay, what were the benefits and what were the merits and demerits of Green Revolution? Then how the Green Revolution helped to increase the production? Which crops increased due to Green Revolution, etc. Okay, here we discuss the story of Palanpur. Palanpur is an imaginary village. To compare our village with Palanpur, there is a story. Story is what was the story? Farming and small-scale industries were the occupation of village Palanpur, and for there is towns and villages also. Transportation, irrigation, electricity, education, health, all these fields are developed in Palanpur. From the Palanpur, we can compare our village with Palanpur. Then when we discuss what will be the factors of production to produce or campaign in the different requirements, land, labor, capital and organization, that is known as factors of production. Here in the production field, we can understand how these factors combine together to production field. Okay, then we discussed about the social conditions of Palanpur. Here there are 450